All right, you guys, thank you. And as we are preparing for this winter weather, some people in the Midlands may be in need of assistance to stay warm.
Yeah, Radius Church, White Knoll, in the Red Bank area of Lexington, opened its doors again for those seeking temporary refuge from the cold. And here to tell us what you need to know about the shelter, Pastor John Patak, as well as Kaylee Daradita. Thank you so much for joining us. We profiled them on prime time just a couple weeks ago when we had the other cold snap. And first of all, let me just say, you know, your story really captured my attention just because it's so incredible to see the great work that you all are doing there in Red Bank for those who otherwise might not have a warm place to stay. Pastor John, let's start with you. Tell us where this desire to help those on the margins comes from.
Well, it just comes straight from the Bible. I mean, we just are told that we ought to love our neighbors as ourselves, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to love our neighbors, meet them where they're at, and build that bridge to be able to share the gospel with them.
And y'all have been doing just that, and especially in these times where, I mean, we're talking about the weather, it is brutally cold, but y'all have actually been doing this for a couple years now. So what is it exactly that y'all are offering when y'all open up your doors even right now?
Right. We offer a warm meal, warm showers, a place to do your laundry, and ultimately just a place to rest.
Yeah, anybody can come in, and right now the doors are open. You've been open pretty much all day long. For those who come in, they're just treated, you know, they're open arms is what you guys are offering there. But how many people do you serve on a typical night like this?
Well, the numbers have been increasing, of course, as the weather continues to get worse out there. We currently, I think, have close to 40 people staying with us, but we are capable of keeping up to 75 people, 75 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's keeping people warm and fed, like you said, in this time. Now, I do want to go back because off camera we were talking a little bit about how this partnership came to be. So give us a little insight into y'all's story of how this idea really flourished.
Yes, in 2022, I have a small nonprofit called Sea Place. I'm the executive director of. We were looking to do a community Thanksgiving for those in our community, and I reached out to the pastor at Radius, and it was John, and he had a small group there that was wanting to reach their radius and serve a community meal. So we kind of just combined forces, and it's just been a relationship since, and we've done a lot of community events since then, and I've taken a job at Radius since then, so it was just a partnership that was meant to be.
Yeah, you know, I think one thing that really struck me too when I came out and visited the warming center was how you all have a bus that goes into the community to pick up those who, you know, may not have a warm place to stay, actively seeking these people out. I just thought that that was incredible. Talk a little bit about that ministry and, you know, what that looks like, because those who were on that bus is like smiles on their face. They're just so appreciative.
Yeah. Greg, it's all about meeting people where they're at and understanding their limitations. And if they can't come to us, we're going to go to them. And if that means get a bus and go pick them up, that's what we're going to do.
I imagine people are very appreciative. What are kind of some of the words that y'all been hearing from these people, whether you pick them up or they walk into your doors? What have you been hearing?
Lots of appreciation, lots of tears, lots of, they just can't believe that people would welcome them in, and especially go and pick them up and ask them to come and be with us because we know how bitterly cold it is. I think that's just, I haven't heard anything besides appreciation.
Yeah, and you know, and this thing is a team effort. You know, I mean, it's all hands on deck. You guys have some volunteers. In fact, when we were there, we saw somebody pull up with a couple of trays of pasta and everything like that. It really is just people stepping up in incredible ways.
It's been amazing. We've had volunteers not only at our church, but throughout the entire community. We've been able to partner with several nonprofits. Everything from the Red Cross, it's provided cots, to United Way, they provided some brand new sleeping bags. Sea Place, it takes a team effort.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what do people need to know if they need a place to stay with you guys? Can they just walk in? How do they find the bus? Kind of what are the details, the logistics?
Right. We ran the bus earlier in the day, obviously, as the roads were a little bit better, but the doors remain open throughout the night. I know that other community partners have called and asked, you know, if someone's in a situation, can we drop them off? And that's always, we're happy to have them. So as long as we have the space, the doors are open throughout the night. We don't want anyone to be out in the cold.
All right. Well, Kaylee and John, we certainly appreciate it. God bless you in your ministry, and thanks for all you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You bet. All right. Plenty more prime time coming up after the break. Stay with us.